Hey guys, so today we're going to be looking at more relationship stories. Yeah, let's just get right into the video. I broke up with my boyfriend of 10 years today because he didn't get me anything for my birthday. How can we talk about this? 10 years and no gift? Shouldn't 10 years be like a big gift? For some context, me and my boyfriend, we'll call him Joe, have been together for a little over 10 years. We were supposed to be getting engaged a couple years ago, but it kept getting pushed back due to personal reasons on his part. I work and Joe does not, but he receives money from the government. He gets about 1,100 euros a month and I make a little over 2k. Me and Joe have both been saving for the past 10 years to get married and start a family. This is a long one, so I'm sorry in advance. Joe's biggest hobby is gaming and collecting limited editions of games, statues and everything else like that. I would say in the past 10 years that I have been with him, he has spent well over 40,000 euros on games and collectibles. He had this hobby when I met him and I never tried to change that. I was a little concerned what the future would look like, but Joe promised me that when it was time to have kids and get married, he would sell everything except for a few things he really wanted to keep. I had no reason to doubt him, but in the last 4 years things have gotten really bad. Joe has a really big spending addiction, and in the last 4 years he has spent about 15,000 euros on his hobby. This year alone, he has spent close to 5,000 euros. Every time I mention the wedding or finally starting a family, I've been ready for years. He always says he wants us to be more financially stable. The problem is he's blowing through his savings and is not slowing down. He keeps promising me after every big purchase that he will stop and this is the last time and he doesn't need anything else. But then a few weeks and a month later, he buys something else really expensive. These last 2 months, he spent around 3,000 euros. I've tried talking to him so many times and telling him how I feel and my worries. He tells me I'm completely right and it will stop. 3 weeks ago, he bought a limited edition PlayStation that was 1,100 euros, 4 limited controllers that were 350 euros, 2 weeks later, an Xbox Series X that was 333 euros, and last night he came home with a TV, 1,800 euros that I knew nothing about until after. Actions always says a lot about someone. If they keep yapping away and saying that they will do this but they never do it, they're a liar. They can't keep their words, and that's definitely not someone you want in the future. Someone who's like, I will change, I promise I will change, but they never change. Too late. Seriously, I'd be out of there because you're wasting my time. We got into a huge fight and I demanded that he take it back to the store to get his money back, or I was finally done because he keeps breaking his promise to me. He told me he was not taking it back, and if I wanted to leave then I should just leave. Today's my birthday and I have not heard from him. No happy birthday message at midnight that I would normally receive when we're apart. And he told me he didn't get me any gifts because he couldn't find anything. You know what? At this point, I would just leave. He just sounds immature as heck. The fact that he promised her, okay? She was like, I want to start a family. And he's like, sure, when we get enough money, we will start a family. But he's blowing through all his money, so he's breaking his promise to her. Because he was the one who told her, let me save money first, and then we'll get married. But he's not doing that. If you're not going to do it, then don't promise it in the first place. It's that simple. If you're not going to do it, if you don't want to get married, don't drag it on. Just be like, I'm not ready for marriage. You should find someone else who's ready for marriage. Let's break up. There we go. Done. Then you don't waste your girlfriend's time and you don't waste your own time. And you can do whatever you love without someone nagging you. Like, isn't that better? But no, he just keeps lying to her and dragging it on. And now he's going to be petty and be like, well, I'm not going to get you anything because you made me mad. Yeah, she's dating a boy. He's literally 34 years old. 10 years ago, she was 17 and he was 24. I cried myself to sleep and I've spent the whole day in bed. My heart is broken. I feel like I wasted the last 10 years on someone that was never really serious. He's proven to me I will never be his number one priority. We're supposed to be starting a family and I feel like he's throwing it all away. I don't have time to waste anymore. I don't know if I'm making a mistake by leaving, but I've never been so unhappy and things don't seem to be changing. I don't know if I'm overly emotional because he didn't get me anything for my birthday or because he's constantly lying. Any advice is welcome, even if it's negative towards me. I need other people's perspectives. Girl, I think you're making the right choice here. Because seriously, if you want a family and you know that's what you want, you should go look for it. And I'm just assuming she probably wants to carry the baby herself. And age is a huge factor for women to be getting pregnant and having a healthy baby kind of thing. So I can see why she's like, the clock is ticking. I don't got much time left. Because now she literally has to find a new person. And then she has to get married and have kids. She's been telling him that she wants a family and he promised her and he just keeps breaking her promise. Just don't promise it in the first place then. Seriously. If you don't want a family, if you don't think you can give her what she wants, just break up. And yes, she did waste 10 years on him. But here's the thing. Do you really want to waste another 10 years on him? Because you already wasted 10 years. I feel like a lot of people don't get that, is the fact that they think, you know, so much time is already wasted, they shouldn't leave. But you still have so much time ahead of you, right? At least you can be happy. If someone is 34 years old and they're not thinking about you guys' future together, I don't think that's the way to go, seriously. If he doesn't even have you in mind, when you guys have been together for 10 years, no thank you. People treat their acquaintances better than the way that he's treating her. My boyfriend was the desperate creepy guy in every woman's DMs. How do I move past this? We've been together for 6 months. A girl I work with showed me messages from him on Instagram, basically messages along the lines of, "You're so sexy, you're perfect. When are you gonna let me take you on a date," etc. He also did the same thing to her friend and someone else. Basically, he just went after anyone and everyone, and the women wouldn't reply, but he kept trying. We were not dating when he did this. It was the months leading up to us dating, and he had stopped when we got together, at least with the women I know of. But the issues I'm having is that it disgusts me how desperate he was in the messages. And it disgusts me that he would tell all of these women how amazing they are, and I have to basically beg for a single compliment. He also never asks me on dates, but in the messages to other women, he would be asking them multiple times on dates. He had put so much effort and gave so much attention to all of these women, but as a boyfriend, he puts in zero effort. I don't understand that, and I don't know how to process what exactly it is that I'm feeling. Even though he did it before we got together and the past is the past, I can't help but to look at him differently and feel some sort of resentment for not ever giving me the same level of attention. I don't know if I just need advice or just to vent, but advice is awesome. Girl, well, that's just him being fake. You know, obviously when you're single, right, and you're desperate, you want to impress everyone. Okay, I don't want to be mean, but I feel like he's one of those nice guys who's like, "You're so pretty, you're so sexy, you're so amazing, you're so beautiful." And once they get rejected, he's like, "You're ugly." That's why when he actually got a girlfriend, he's not, you know, complimenting her, because that's not who he is, and he already got what he wanted, so he doesn't need to put in any effort anymore. Ew. Disgusting. Well, that's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoy. Tell me in the comments down below what your thoughts are. And as always, thanks for watching. Hope you guys liked it. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.